What I love the most about the professors here at Trine is that they really do know how to challenge their students and push us to be very independent and be able to think critically. And so you have to actually go and think about those questions and come up with the solutions yourself. So that make me a lot more independent as a student and also prepare me for the real world. So that's really, really helpful to us as a student. Being a very small school, the professors here at Trine, they know who you are. You're not a number in a classroom because your biggest classroom here probably have 35 to 40 students, and most of the professors will know who you are, what class you're in, and sometimes even your career goals. So that's really, really encouraging. I'm a chemical engineering senior. Last year, I was the only junior in a team with 4 other seniors from Trine that competed in a regional competition for ChemiCar, which is basically a competition to design and build a car that starts and stops using chemical reactions. So we actually qualified to compete at national. So this semester, I'm actually leading our new team to go to San Francisco to compete with other big schools. So that's a really, really big deal. After my sophomore year, I went to a career fair that was organized by the Career Services, and I actually got an interview with Parker Hannafin, which is an international company. And I actually got offered a job, which lasted 12 months full-time, and then they offered me to come back for another 3 months part-time. So I want to say that's a really good experience. I get to learn about the technical side of my major, as well as learn how a big corporation operates. So just a quick stat on that job, there were 1,600 applications for the summer, and only 21 of us got chosen. So that's 1.4%. That's really good. And they've never heard of Trine before. So being at Trine, everybody tried to prepare you to get you that interview and then get you the job. So don't be afraid of being in a small school, because that sometimes might be an advantage. Outside of the classroom, there are so many events that you can go to that are designed to get you to interact with other students, and I'm really glad to be able to be a part of those events, because when I first came in, I was a little shy and wasn't sure if my English was good enough to go out and talk to other native students. But once you take that chance and just kind of go out the first several times, you'll be really glad, and I've made some lifelong friends that I would love to keep in touch with. I've actually been involved in quite a few organizations here on campus. For my first 2 years, I was very involved in the multicultural student organization, which is like an extension of the International Services Office. They offer a lot of activities and support to the international community, as well as bringing the American student to us so we can blend in and get to know everybody as a big family. I am also a part of Tau Beta Pi, which is an engineering honor society. In order to be a part of Tau Beta Pi, you have to be in the top 1/5 of your class, and also have a 3.75 GPA. So every semester we'll send out an invitation to the students that get qualified, and then you have to go through a very rigorous initiation process. So I'm really proud to be a part of this organization, and I'm actually the president, so I get to go to San Diego in about a month, and I get to network with other professionals in the industries, and that's going to help a lot with my career path. There are many events for international students as well as native students to come together and just learn about each other cultures, and those connections that I made still lasted even 4 or 5 years since I first started coming here. Angola, I've never heard of it before, and my parents just like, is that in Africa? So being from Vũng Tàu, Vietnam, if you guys know, that city is a really big tourism city. So there's a lot of people, there's always things to do. So when I came to Angola, it's a little more quiet and less distraction. So it's actually very good for studying, and you can easily build a community with actually the local people. For example, I just go to Walmart and I would see familiar faces that have seen me at school before or came to our events before, and they would say, hi, like, how are you doing today? So that's really, really nice. I don't think being in a bigger city would get you that. So Angola is definitely a dear town to me, and I would love to come back and visit after my graduation. One piece of advice that I would give you as an international from Vietnam is to just be yourself, be confident. It might seem very intimidating at first, but you can do it. I did it, and I believe in you, and Trine will help you get there. As a senior, with so many experience that I've gotten from Trine, it's time for me to put all of these together and decide where I want to go next for my future. And whatever I decide to do, I'm very confident that I can do it because Trine has prepared me very, very well.